Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good evening to all of you. So today we continue our lecture on chapter 2, which is analytics and analytic trigonometry. Okay. Last week we already learned about metric. So today we learn on the chapter 2. On this chapter 2 consists of several subtopics. But for this week's, okay, for today lecture, we are cover only angles and their measure, and then trigonometric function, and then types of quadrants. Okay, let's look on the learning objective for this chapter. Okay, students should be able to identify and understand the types of angle. We have several types of angle when it is involved in terms of a trigonometry. And then, of course, you need to understand and apply the trigonometric identities and then solve trigonometric problems using appropriate formula. And then the last one, solve of the trigonometric equations. Okay, so we have 4 learning objectives for this chapter. Let's proceed to the first one, which is introduction. What is a trigonometry? Trigonometric means of angle measure. Okay, okay, when you have the angle measure, okay, when you involve angle, so we call it as trigonometry. Okay, it is primarily a branch of mathematics that study relationship between a two side length, okay, of angle. Let's say you have one side length and the other one side length. Of course, when you have the two side length that join together, it is involve the angle. Let's say we put as angle theta, for example. Okay, this one we call it as trigonometry. Okay, let's look on the types of angle. Okay, an angle is the form of two ray. What is ray? This one we call it as ray. Okay, okay, whereby two ray involve initial side and terminal side. What is initial side? Initial side means that the angle start from where? Okay, so for example, if the angle start from the side BA here, okay, goes to the BC here. So this one is the angle theta, for example. And then the joint between two ray, we call it as vertex. Okay, that one is the angles, definitions of the angle. Okay, and then if the rotation is in the counterclockwise direction, okay, counterclockwise direction, the angle is positive. If the rotation is clockwise, the angle is negative. Okay, means that if you have two ray here, okay, and then start clockwise, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, so this one is positive. If you have the angle something like this, clockwise, follow clockwise, okay, so this one we call it as negative angle. Okay, kalau dia bertentangan arah jam, it is positive. It is, if it is follow clockwise, it is negative angle. Okay, kena ingat tu. Kalau follow arah jam, dia adalah negative angle. Kalau lawan arah jam, it is positive angle. Okay, names of the angle. Okay, we have several types of angle, which is acute angle. Okay, acute angle when you have the theta, let's say the angle theta here, theta less than 90 degree. Okay, when theta less than 90 degree, we call it as acute angle. And then we have right angle. Right angle when theta equal to 90 degree. That one is a right angle. And then the third one is obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? Obtuse angle when the theta is between 90 degree, okay, greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. That one is obtuse angle. Okay. Next, we have straight angle. What is straight angle? Straight angle when you have theta exactly 180 degree. Okay, that one is straight angle. And then we have reflect angle. What is reflect angle? Reflect angles when you have theta greater than 180 degree. Okay. And then we have full rotation. Okay. Full rotation when you have theta equal to 360 degree. Okay. This reflect angle must be greater than 180 and then less than 360 degree. Okay. This one is the type of angle. Okay. For example, we have this table. Okay. Tengok ni. I mentioned before, acute angle less than 90 degree, right angle exactly 90 degree, obtuse angle is greater than 90 but less than 180, straight angle exactly 180, reflect angle is greater than 180 but must be less than 360, and then full rotations if one circle is exactly 360. Okay, so you need to understand. Okay, you need to memorize lah. What is acute angle, what is right angle, what is obtuse angle, what is straight angle, reflex and full rotation. Okay? Okay. Next, angles measurement. Okay, what is angles measurement? The measure of an angle in degrees. Okay, because we have two types of measurement. We have in degrees or in radians. For in degrees, one complete revolution equal to 360. Maksudnya satu putaran ni. Okay, 360 degrees. And then 1/4 of a complete revolution equal to 90 degree. Maksudnya just this one only. Okay. And then we have 4 quadrant. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Okay. Also same thing, if you follow the clockwise, so it's become negative 960. Negative 90. Okay, because you follow clockwise. If you anti-clockwise, it is positive. And so on until negative 360. Because this one, you follow clockwise. That one for in degrees. What happened in radians? Okay. For in radians, one complete revolution is 2 pi. Means that if you have full rotation, okay, so this one equal to 2 pi. Okay, and then 1 radians equal to 57.295 degree. Dia ada titik-titik dia lagi. Okay, and if you can see this diagram, okay, let's say if you have 30 degree and then your radian is pi over 6 radian. if you have 90 degree, your radian is pi over 2. Okay, if you have pi degree, your radian is 180. Let's say 270, 3 pi over 2. And then 0 or 3 to 0 equal to 2 pi. This one in terms of radian. Usually we put in terms of pi. Or if you want to convert, make sure in terms of decimal places lah. It is depend on the question. How many decimal places the question needed. Usually we put in terms of fraction. Okay. That one in terms of radian. Okay. Like I mentioned before, 2 radian equal to 360 degrees. Therefore, 2 pi over 360 degree equal to 1. And then, if we simplify, pi over 160 degrees equal to 1. Okay, if you simplify here, 2 divided by 360, so you can get 180. Since we have this relationship, so we can convert. If you want to convert from degree to radians or from radians to degree. Okay, let's say if you want to convert from degree to radian. Okay, degrees to radian, we can multiply by pi over 180. Okay, let's say you want to convert degree to radian. So that degrees you must multiply by pi over 180. If you want to convert radians to degree, then you must multiply by 180 over pi. Okay? Okay, now looks on the example 1. Convert the following angle measure to radians or degree. Okay, so now you have question in terms of degrees. Now you want to convert in terms of radian. Okay, make sure you need to write the unit. Okay, if you want to put as degree, you must have symbol degree. If your answer in terms of radians, you must write at least RAD. Okay? So here, when you to convert this one, we know that to convert degree to radian, we need to times multiply by 20 degrees times by pi over 180. Okay? So you can get the answer equal to 0.3491 radian. Okay? This one, because you want to times. Okay? Also, sometimes you want to give answer in terms of fraction. Also, you can give in terms of fraction lah. Let's say you want to put as fraction, this one also equal to simplify 20 with 180, so you can get 1 over 9. Okay, so this one also you can give the answer in terms of 1 over 9 pi radian. Also you can put as this one lah. Okay,
Sir,
either one, you can choose either one. Okay?
Sir.
Okay, this one for example 1A looks on example 1B. Also same thing, you want to convert 210 in terms of degree. So we know that this one you times by pi over 180. Okay, 210 times by pi over 180. So you can give the answer in terms of a 7 over 6 pi, or you can give in terms of decimal 3.6652 radian. Okay, at least you must choose 4 decimal places. Okay, Unless if the question asks you how many decimal places question needed lah. Kalau question tu tak tanya, awak kena letak at least 4 decimal places. Okay? Okay, next. If you want to convert 3 pi radian, okay? 3 pi radian, we know that to convert radian to degree, 3 pi times by 180 over pi. Okay, so this one, pi, you can simplify, so you can get 3 times 180, so you can get 5 for 0 degree. Okay, and then the last one, if you want to convert 0.3 pi radians, and then this one also a same thing, you must times by 180 over pi. So simplify pi, so you can get 0.3 times by 180, so you can get 54 degree. Okay, again, I remind you, make sure you must put this symbol. If degree, you must put symbol degree. If radian, you must put the unit radian. If you are not putting the unit, so your answer is wrong lah. Okay, kita tak akan terima jawapan awak kalau awak tak letak unit. Okay, because it's a very different. If you put 54, we don't know what types of 54. Whether it is 54 degree or 54 radian. Okay, very different. Okay, 54 degree, it's not equal with 54 radians. That's why unit is a very important in trigonometry. Okay. Okay, next, look on the exercise. Okay, try to solve this exercise. I give you 5 minutes. Okay, let's check the answer for question A, 600, convert to 600 pi, so we can get 10 pi over 3 radians. Okay, if you want to in terms of decimal places, also you can get lah in terms of decimal places. Okay, but I put in terms of fractions. Okay, and then for equation B, negative 240, so this one also same things, you times by pi over 180. So you can get a negative pi over 3 radians. Okay, and then C, 9 pi over 6 radian. So this one also same thing, convert to degree. So you can get 270 degree. And then the last one, 5 radian. Okay, 5 radians, you can get 286 over 286.48 degree. Okay, any problems for these questions? Next, trigonometric functions. Okay, what is trigonometric functions? Okay, first we need to know what is a trigonometric ratio of a right triangle. What does mean of right triangle? Right triangle means that you have a triangle that have one angle which is 90 degree. Okay, so that one we call it as right triangle. Ada one lah, kalau dia menghadap ke sini pun boleh juga. Okay, as long as in your triangle involve 90 degree. So that one we call it as a right triangle. Okay, let's say you have the angle theta here. Okay, and then you have the length A, B, and C. Okay, whereby A, we call it as opposite theta. Okay, A, we call it as length of the opposite theta because your theta places here. Okay, if your theta places here, so this B lah akan jadi opposite. It depend on the question lah. Okay, okay, for this case, A is the opposite and then B is the adjacent. And then C is the hypotenuse. C always hypotenuse because it is opposite to the 90 degrees. Okay? Boleh? Okay, so and then we can find this six trigonometric function of an acute angle by sine theta equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse, which is in our case is A over C. Okay, and then cos theta adjacent over hypotenuse, in our case is B over C. And then tangent theta is opposite over adjacent, which is A over B. And then also we have cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is actually 1 over sine theta. So when 1 over sine theta, so we change the position. The denominator become nominator, and then the nominator become denominator. So in this case, cosecant theta become C over A. Also a same thing for secant theta. Okay, secant theta means that 1 over cos theta. It is reflect with cos. Okay, so it's become C over B. And then cotangent theta is reflect for the tangent theta, which is 1 over tangent theta. So it's become B over A. Okay. Kalau awak ingat lagi dulu, tu yang apa tu? Soca tua tu. So ka tua. Which is sine opposite over hypotenuse. Cos adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent opposite over adjacent. Gitulah. Okay? Boleh? And then we have a special angles. Okay? We have 6 special angle, which is 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. Okay, so this one also you need to remember. Okay, for special triangle involve 60 and 30 degree. Okay, opposite, and then this one of course lah 90 degree. Opposite of 60 is 3, and then hypotenuse is always 2, and then opposite of 30 degree is 1. This one special triangle of 4, 60 and 30. Okay, and the other one is special triangle for 45 degree. Of course, when here is 90 degree, and then this one is 45, this one also 45 degree, because the total angle for one triangle is 1 AO degree. Okay, for this special triangle, your hypotenuse is 2. Okay, and then the other length is 1. Okay, make sure you need to memorize this triangle. Okay, these two triangle. Okay, or sometimes we can put in terms of table lah. Okay, setengah tu dia letak dalam table untuk ingatkan dia. Okay, so you can put a sine, cos, tangent. Start with 30, 45 and 60. Okay, for the first one, all the item divide by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2 kalau awak nak ingat. And then the upper one is cert 1, cert 2 and cert 3. We know that cert 1 also equal to 1. That's why cert 1 over 2 also equal to 1 over 2. Kalau awak nak ingat lah. Okay. And then cos also a same thing. Dia terbalik daripada sin. Okay. All the item divide by 2. Okay. And then dia terbalik daripada sin tadi. Kalau sin, dia start dengan cert 1, cert 2, cert 3. But for cos, it start with cert 3, cert 2, 1. Okay, kalau awak nak ingat. Okay, and then tangent, okay, tangent dia akan jadi apa ni, start dengan sec 3/3, 1, and then sec 3. Okay, this one, if you want to memorize in terms of table, it's up to you lah. You want to memorize in terms of table or you want to memorize in terms of triangle. Because this special triangle, okay, we can solve a lot of question. Okay, make sure you do not use your calculator lah. Okay, kalau dia kata by using formulation, awak kena guna formulation. Okay, and show your calculation. Okay, so this one is special triangle. Okay, next is a quadrant. Okay, quadrant. What is quadrant? For the Cartesian axis, we have 4 quadrants. Okay, it must start with here. Okay, so the first one is first quadrant. Second one, second quadrant. Third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay, this one is the Cartesian axis. Okay, dia mesti kena start daripada x-axis kat sini. Dia mesti start kat sini. For the first quadrant, the coordinate for first quadrant, x and y both are positive value. Okay, for first quadrant. Okay, and then for the second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. Okay, value for coordinate. And then for the third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative. And then the last quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. That one in terms of Cartesian coordinate. What happened to the value? Okay, if you want to find the value in terms of trigonometry, which is for sine, cos, and tangent, if your angle places on the first quadrant, sine, cos, tangent, the value must be positive. Okay, for the second quadrant, the value of sine only positive. Cos and tangent is negative. Okay. For the third quadrant, only tangent positive. Sine and cos is negative. Okay. And then the last quadrant, quadrant 4, only cos is positive. The rest is negative. So, when you want to find the angle, okay, make sure you need to know first the angle places at which quadrant. If the angle places at the first quadrant, it's not the issue lah, because all the trigo in terms of sine, cos, tangent is positive. Kalau dia duduk dekat kuadran kedua, only sine positive, cos and tangent negative. And also a same thing for the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So this one awak kena ingat lah. Okay. This one you must remember which values is positive, which value is negative. Okay. For the first quadrant, all. Okay. This one sine only. This one tangent only. And the last one is cos only, positive. Okay. Any problems? Okay. Next. Okay. So, if you have the 6 trigonometry here, when you convert in terms of Cartesian coordinate, if you have the theta here, and you have x, y, and arc, so we can get sine theta because we know that sine is opposite per hypotenuse. What is opposite? Y over arc. Cos theta. adjacent per hypotenuse. So it's become x over r. Tangent theta. Tangent theta is opposite per adjacent. So y over x. And then of course we can find cosecant theta, which is 1 over sine theta. So it's become r over y. Secant theta is 1 over cos theta. So it's become r over x. And cotangent theta is 1 over tangent theta, which is x over y. So this one for the sixth trigonometric function. Okay. So looks on the example 1. Find all trigonometric ratio of the following triangle. What does mean of all trigonometric ratio? Means that you need to find what is sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, and then cosecant theta, secant theta, and then the last one cot theta. So you need to find all these trigonometric ratios because the question asks you to find trigonometric ratio. Okay, looks on the example 1a. So you have this triangle, you have theta, 6 and 9. So we don't have the value of hypotenuse. Okay. In order to find the value of hypotenuse, we need to use the theorem Pythagoras because we know that theorem Pythagoras, okay, adjacent square plus opposite square equal to hypotenuse square. So what is your adjacent? Adjacent for this theta, which is 9. So 9 square plus opposite is 6 square equal to hypotenuse. We don't know. Okay, so we can get this value of hypotenuse. So when you calculate, we know that 9 square equal to 81 plus 6 square equal to 36 equal to hypotenuse square. So this hypotenuse square equal to 86 plus 81 plus 36 equal to 117. So hypotenuse, this one is square. So the hypotenuse, you can get square root of 117. Okay. Since you get this value of hypotenuse, which is 117, so of course we can find all the trigonometric ratio, which is sine theta equal to opposite per hypotenuse, so 6 over 1 square root of 117, cos theta adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 9 over square root of 117. Tangent theta is opposite over adjacent, 6 over 9. So 6 over 9, this one you can simplify whether you want to put as 2 over 3, also same value. And then cosecant theta is 1 over sine, so it's become square root 117 over 6. Secant theta is equal to 1 over cos theta, so it's become a square root 117 over 9. And then cotangent theta equal to 1 over tangent, which is 9 over 6. Okay, that one for example 1a. Next, look on the example 1b. Okay, for this one also a same thing. You want to find all trigonometric ratio. So you have this angle theta, and then you already have the value of hypotenuse and also adjacent. But now we don't know the value of opposite of the theta. So also a same thing. We are using theorem Pythagoras. Okay. Theorem Pythagoras we can get by 24 square plus opposite square equal to 26 square. Okay, so we can find what is the value of opposite. Okay, so we can get opposite equal to 10. Okay. Okay, when you have the value of opposite equal to 10, and then we can find all the 6 trigonometric ratio, which is sine theta equal to 10 over 26, cos theta equal to 24 over 26, and then tangent theta equal to 10 over 24. Also same thing, cosecant theta equal to 26 over 10, secant theta equal to 26 over 24, and then cotangent theta 24 over 10. This value, if you want to simplify, okay, doesn't matter, you can simplify it. Okay, as long as you give a correct answer lah. Okay, next, looks on the example 2. Okay, example 2, you want to find all side and angles. Okay, so this one, you want to find all side and angle of the following triangle. So you have this angle pi over 3, and then this one is 90 degree, and this one is theta A, we don't know. Okay, the side, you only have one side, which is 6 only. So by reference this one, okay, we can find, okay, whether you want to find the value of theta A first, also you can, because we know that the total of the triangle equal to 180. Okay, or you can find the side of the value. Okay, let's say you want to find the hypotenuse. Okay, and then we have the angle theta pi over 3. So we know that theta pi over 3 also equal to 60 degree. If you convert to degree, okay, it's easy for us to calculate if we convert to degree. Okay, and then sine 60 degree, okay, also equal to sine, we know that sine theta equal to opposite per hypotenuse. So 6 over hypotenuse. Okay, so we can get the value of hypotenuse. Okay, so we can get hypotenuse equal to 6 over sine 60 degree. Okay, so we can get the hypotenuse equal to 12 over 3 here. Since we already have this value hypotenuse, which is 12 over 63, so we can find this adjacent. Okay, we know that by using theorem Pythagoras, adjacent square plus 6 square equal to hypotenuse square. To solve this equation, we can get adjacent equal to 12. Okay, and then the last one, we want to find what is the value of this angle. We know that the total value inside of triangle is 180 degree. So this one is 60 degree, this one is 90 degree. So we can get theta A equal to 30 degree. Okay, so that one is example 2. Okay, any question?
Sir, dalam
Okay,
buku
if
dia
student
dia
have
tulis
any
lain eh.
problem, try exercise 2.2. Okay, looks on exercise 2.2 question 1a first. You want to find trigonometric ratio. So this one, you have the angle theta here. You also have the adjacent of the angle theta, and the hypotenuse is 10. So you need to find first what is the opposite value. Okay, so we are using theorem Pythagoras. So you can get the opposite is 8. Since you already get the opposite value is 8, so we can find the 6th trigonometric ratio, which is sine theta 4 over 5, cos theta 3 over 5, tangent theta 4 over 3. Okay, if you not simplify, you are using 8/10 also, you can get the correct answer lah. Tak ada masalah yang tu. Okay, cosecant theta if 5/4, which is 1 over sin theta. Secant theta is 1 over cos theta. So you rotate the value 5/3, and then cotangent theta is 3/4. This one for question 1A. Next, for question 1B, you have the value, you have the theta here, adjacent 7, opposite is 5, but we don't know the value of hypotenuse. So we need to find the value of hypotenuse first. Also, same thing, we are using the theorem Pythagoras. Ashraf Azam, doesn't matter whether you want to simplify it or not. Tapi lagi cantik kalau awak simplify lah. Tapi kalau awak tak simplify pun tak ada masalah. I can accept. Okay? Okay. So, we want to find the hypotenuse. Also, same thing using theorem Pythagoras. So, adjacent square, which is 7 square plus 5 square equal to hypotenuse square. So, you can get the hypotenuse equal to 74. Since you get the value of hypotenuse, so we can find all trigonometric ratio, which is sin theta, the opposite divided by hypotenuse of 5/74, cos theta, adjacent over hypotenuse 7/74, tangent theta, opposite over adjacent 5/7. And then also same thing, you can find cosecant theta, which is 1 over tangent theta. So you can get 74/5. Secant theta, 74/7. And then a cotangent theta, 7/5. That's one for question 1B. Okay, next for question 2, you want to find all sides and angles of the following triangle. So you just only have 2 here for the adjacent 45. So you need to find what is the value of theta. Okay, what is the value of here? Okay, what is the value of hypotenuse? It doesn't matter whether you want to find theta first or you want to find the side first. Okay, so we know that theta equal to 45 degree. Okay, why theta equal to 45 degree? Because we know that this one is 90 degree and this one is 45 degree. The total of the triangle is 180. So, of course, this one is equal to this one. So, theta equal to 45 degree because you can get by 180 minus 45 minus 90 equal to 45 degree. Okay, and then next you need to find the side length. Okay, so first you want to find AC, which is the hypotenuse. Okay, so since this one is equal, okay, the angle is equal, so this one also equal to 2. Okay, AB equal to BC equal to 2. So AC we can get by theorem Pythagoras. AC square equal to 2 square plus 4 square equal to 8. And then AC equal to 8. Okay, if you simplify, you can get 2 times 2. Okay, this one for question 2A. For question 2B, you have these questions. Okay, first we can find what is theta A here. So we can get by 180 minus 90 degree, this one, and then minus 70 degree. So you can get the value of theta A, which is equal to 20 degree. Okay, since you get the theta A, so we can find what is the value of AB and then what is the value of AC. Okay, first we can find value AB. We know that sine 70 equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, or you can use by cos. Cos 20 equal to 6 over hypotenuse, which is AB. Doesn't matter. You can choose either one lah. So you can get AB equal to approximately equal to 6.39. And then next, if you already have AB, you have the value of 6. So you can find the value of AC by using theorem Pythagoras. AC square equal to hypotenuse square minus by 6 square. So you can get 4.83 for AC square. So AC equal to square root of 4.83. So it is equal to 2.20. So that one a solution for question 2B. Okay, any problems? Okay, if you don't have any problems, thank you. That's all for